Hi, Mike Hickman here. I'm here with Pam Huitt, who directs our lead generation, and in particular with Zillow Flex. Zillow Flex, and those of you that don't know, is pretty. It's quite an elite program that Zillow has put together. You have to be invited in. Again, this is not something that you can go and join or you pay for, or there's anything like that. This is an invite-only program, and it's a lead generation program. But boy, it's tough. They're tough. We have an assigned coach to our team, and that particular person holds Pam accountable and holds our team accountable by listening to recorded calls, by looking at the analytics, both lag and lead measures that are contained in all the analytics there. And because you don't pay a monthly fee for this, but rather a referral fee, they're really on it at Zillow, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Tell me a little bit about the analytics.
Sure. Zillow has in place benchmarks that they measure our performance by. So it starts at a call connect, a call pickup, a call answered, and then it gives you a ratio of what's your answer rate.
Okay.
That's one analytic. The other benchmarks are your how you perform and how you status your lead as you get them. So you have a new lead, the status is going to be new. You're going to you speak with that lead, you're going to change that status to spoke with. And it goes on down the line. So if you can kind of picture a football field without the 50-yard marker, just starting at 10 yards all the way to 100 yards. Mm-hmm. They look at you marching that client down that field from the time you have a connection call to the time you close and convert that to a closed transaction.
Interesting.
So those benchmarks indicate if you're going to get to the end of that goal or not. And we're measured by how we perform, how we status our updates, and just basically performance levels.
Interesting.
Right.
Well, as I was
And
explaining
may I
to you,
add something really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
There are only 240 Flex teams in the United States.
Oh, that's important to know.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are part of a very elite group of agents, high performing agents, and an opportunity that doesn't exist because everybody else who's not in a Flex team, they have to pay for leads up front.
Yeah.
And whether they convert or not, that's on them.
Right, exactly. Interesting program they have. They kind of followed OpCity's model.
Can I add one more thing?
Please, feel free.
So the beauty about being a Flex team member is when you do get a connection, that person is automatically attached to you the only time for 6 full months. So whenever they go back to Zillow, they're only going to see your face, your information, everything is you. You don't have to send them a connect me as your agent link or anything. You're attached to that person for 6 months.
Interesting. Very fascinating. I think they've worked that system pretty well, it sounds like to me. And when I was in Dallas about, almost a month ago, and with a mega mastermind session, there was 21 of us from around the country, and as Tom Ferry went around the room and we explained what we were doing, each one of us, almost everybody there had a Zillow Flex team. Mm-hmm. Some of these Zillow Flex teams had 130 people on their team and are just a well-oiled machine. And so there's a friend of mine in Arizona that has that same kind of a setup. And some of the numbers they're doing are phenomenal. So I know this works. I know it works really well. The question being, how do we continue to build the team? Because it's not for everybody. It's not for the top agent. It's not for somebody who just wants to do 1 or 2 transactions to supplement what they're doing ordinarily. This is for somebody who wants to launch a career, to start a career, or for someone that wants to go full-time into this and build a database, take the database then and work it in the years to come. Different levels.
Absolutely. I mean,
that's the way I see it.
You nailed it. That is exactly the process I would think for any agent to consider being on the Flex team.
So if anybody at Seven Gables wants to be on the Flex team, they should contact
me.
You, Pam.
Yeah.
Pam H at sevengables.com.
Yes, and I'll fill them in on all the things. I'll sit down with them, show them what the process is. was
I
interesting.
think, but let's also be really clear about this, Pam. This is an invite into the program. This isn't like I get to do it just because I work at Seven Gables. You've got to commit to doing this.
Absolutely.
Because if our numbers don't stay at a certain level, they'll just drop you from the program. They'll drop Seven Gables from the program.
And once
And
they do that,
I heard an agent
you're out.
recently say, well, so what? Mike doesn't pay for it anyway. You know what? I actually heard an agent say that.
I
Okay.
can't believe that.
But here's the problem with that. If I'm not doing this and we're not pushing a little bit and being aggressive on our approach, here's what happens. Then the agent has to go back and start paying again monthly.
Well,
Which would you rather do? Would you rather spend a few thousand a month, or would you rather work referrals on a referral fee basis?
right.
I think that's what it boils down to.
I agree
with
with
Zillow
you.
Flex. Plus, you get a better lead with Zillow Flex. They're more qualified. They're a higher level lead, and you get to pick your zip codes that are very active,
Yes.
as opposed to what you're doing, splitting zip codes with other agents.
Right.
It's a whole different program. So my whole purpose in doing this originally was to prevent our agents from having to pay monthly, okay, out of their pocket, and then maybe not getting the return on it because they didn't have the training, the coaching.
Right.
There was nobody at Zillow helping them.
Yeah.
And I just felt like this was a better way to go for our agents, and that was my purpose.
Well, I appreciate that because, and I think everybody on our Flex team, there is an amazing group of people, and they're top performers as far as, in handling lead calls and getting to know that person. They've got a great mindset, I got to tell you.
They really do. And the way I look at it, is from 2 points of view. One is having a sense of purpose about it, and the other one is transactional.
Mm-hmm.
So purpose will drive transactions, but you can't be purely transactional, because if you are, then you're just dry. You have no relationships.
Correct.
You're kind of doing nothing but transactions.
Mm-hmm.
Transactional people are boring. Okay, transactional people only can focus on that. They can't focus on a purpose. But if you focus on purpose, then you'll never make any money. So it's the combination of the both,
Right.
of the two of them, that makes sense.
Right.
That's how I see it. So we have a purpose to keep our agents inflow with leads that are being generated, having them earn income that they don't have to put money out of their pocket for, and also transactionally we monitor that through the analytics.
Right.
Am I correct on that?
Absolutely. 100%
Okay.
right.
Well, I hope that helps the people that are listening today about Zillow Flex and what an elite program that is, and what we intend to do with it in 2022 in terms of our goals, our 12-week year plan, which fits perfectly with Zillow.
Absolutely.
And the Zillow Flex program, and where we intend to go. Some of these other mega mastermind folks that were there have 130, 90 people, 80 people. One girl who spoke at Tom Ferry's Summit, Lisa Shinati, who's a friend now, started her company with 10 agents. She's up to 145, and they're all on Zillow Flex.
all
She built
Flex,
her
built
whole
on
company
Flex.
on Zillow Flex. So there's something to be said there, and we have the secret sauce for it now.
I think so.
I have all the secret sauce for it, and I can't wait to watch it explode in 2022.
Right.
Well, so
Me
thank
too.
you for that.
You're
It'd be
welcome.
exciting.
I am. I'm really super excited.
I am too.
And I love my team, so.
Yeah,
can I
there's
say?
a great bunch in that team. Well, thanks for being with me today on Zillow Flex.
Oh, thanks for having me, Mike.